What's going on, guys? The Game Right Away here, bringing you another episode of the Noah Nation podcast. If you guys don't know what the Noah Nation podcast is about, we are a podcast that basically gives you news of gaming, tech, sports, theme parks, TV shows, and movies. So, yeah. Um, if you guys do enjoy the Noah Nation podcast, be sure to drop a like on this live stream, and be sure to also comment down below of what your thoughts on this episode actually is. But yeah, guys. But yeah, I am your host, Noah the Gamer 808. If you guys don't know me, I am a Twitch streamer on Twitch. I'm also a content creator on YouTube as well. But I've moved my podcasts over here to YouTube since I've moved them from Twitch over to here now to put my podcasts on, and they've been doing really well these last few months since I made the move to these podcasts over to YouTube, and they've been doing really well, which I appreciate your guys' support of the YouTube grind. But today, in today's podcast episode 27, we are going to be talking about PlayStation 5 updates or PlayStation news. We are going to be discussing it in this podcast today to give you guys all the headlines and news that's been going around PlayStation and stuff. I have 3 articles that I just pulled up that we're going to be discussing about and have our thoughts and opinions on it. So let's get on to this. So first I got to share it. Let me share it real quick. So we're going to go to here. So yeah, let me pull up my chat real quick. And then we'll get started. So I'll be able to read it. Actually, hold on, guys. Okay. All right. So here is our headlines for the PlayStation update. So here we go. PlayStation Plus games revealed alongside with new gaming tech from Sony. July rumor PlayStation Plus games have been confirmed, and the PS5 is getting some exciting new accessories, plus an update for Skull and Bones on today's GameSpot news. After literally leaking, as PlayStation Plus games are known to do, Crash Bandicoot 4 is about time, but Dark Pictures, Men of Median, and Igdodin are confirmed to be included for the titles for July on the service. Subscribers of any tier will now be able to enjoy the entire Bandicoot saga. The original 3 games already a part of the PlayStation Plus collection, Viva, Insane Trilogy. Man Median is a horror game from the developer of Supermassive, which recently put out another spooky title called The Quarry. Squirtodon is an arena shooter with both PvE and PvP elements. All 3 titles will be available to download at no additional cost for subscribers on July 5th. That's not the only thing up to Sony's sleeve. The company also announced that it is releasing a number of gaming accessories as part of your new gaming brand, InZone. The intentional lineup consists of 2 monitors, 3 gaming headphones, with both sets of products designed to use with PCs and PlayStation console. The pair of monitors are being dubbed the M9 and the M3. The M9 Sport is a 24-inch 4K display with the 144 Hz refresh rates, supporting a video input of HDMI 2.1, DisplayPort, USB-C. Hold on real quick. gotta pull my chat up so I could see what's going on here, but I guess not. Sorry about this, guys. Okay. Well, let's see. Where did we go at? DisplayPort. USB-C. A device can connect to a briefly gaming rig, a MacBook Air, or any device in between. Thanks to the features like audio HDR tone mapping, this monitor is built to make a tinkering with settings on a PlayStation 5 less cumbersome. Later this year, the more affordable N3 will drop a sporting lower resolution 1080p display, but increasing the refresh rate to 240 Hz. Considering the PS5 only supports up to 120 Hz output, the higher refresh rate really only concerns users looking to connect the monitor to a PC. The in-zone headphone line consistent of a wired option, the H3 and the two wireless options, the H7 and the H9. The difference in a wireless option have mostly to do with active noise cancellation. The H7 is lacking support for their feature, but with the increasing battery life due to the fact for details on both monitor and headphones, lineups like specifically specs how to get your hands on them, head to GameSpot.com. So there you go, guys, for the tech stuff. We're going to talk about that here right now. So we're going to talk about that. So the new thing. So it looks like for this PlayStation update thing is that they announced the games that are coming out for PlayStation Plus, which we're going to be discussing in that next article. But that is a really good thing that they're adding a monitor refresh rate for PlayStation and for PCs. It looks like it's going to be a good product, and hopefully it is good for what PlayStation fans really want, is that refresh rate and that resolution just to make the games run better. So hopefully it's a big success for PlayStation and Sony that they are pretty much looking for. But what's your guys' thoughts on this monitor thing that I did talk about? Do you think it's actually going to be good for refresh rates? And what are you guys looking forward to the PlayStation Plus collection? Are you guys looking forward to the Crash Bandicoot games coming to PlayStation Plus next month? Let me know down in the comments if you guys are PlayStation fans. I hope you guys are excited. But let's continue. We're going to start off with the next one, which are the announcements for the PlayStation 3 Plus games that are coming out for next month in July. So I'm going to pull that up. So let me do that. PlayStation Plus free games for July 22nd, 2022 revealed. Let me pull up my chat. Okay. Sony has now officially revealed the new lineups of PlayStation 5 and PS4 games that will be coming to PlayStation Plus for the month of July in 2022. Within the past few days, a new leak comes about which gave us an idea of the titles that will be landing on PlayStation Plus in the coming months. Now, thanks to Sony's official announcement, we know that this leak was very much accurate. Starting next week on July 5th, I don't know why I said June 5th, July 5th, 2022, Sony will be adding free games to PlayStation Plus that will be downloadable until August 2nd. July's PlayStation Plus slate is headlined by Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time, which will be available natively for both PS5 and PS4. The mainline Crash Bandicoot game is still less than 2 years old, which means that this is an additional to the PlayStation Plus is quite notable. In addition, Crash himself was previously a mascot for PlayStation back from the PS1, was first around as the character was first created by Naughty Dog. As such, to see Crash and PlayStation crossing over once again in the manner just seems right. Other than Crash Bandicoot 4, PlayStation Plus subscribers will also be able to snag Critodon on both PS5 and PS4. The title, developed by Ifronic, is a co-op multiplayer shooter that boasts on an incredible, vibrant art style. Latestly, Dark Pictures' Man of Median will round out the lineup for July 2022 and will be available on PS4. Man of Median is the first installment in Supermassive Games, the Dark Picture anthology. Was later followed by Little Hope and House of Ashes. The 4 entries in the franchise, Devil in Me, is currently poised to release later in 2022. All in all, July's 2022's PlayStation Plus games are pretty solid. If there is one drawback, it would be that of Man Validian is already playable via PS5, PS Plus Extra, or PlayStation Plus Premium, which means that some subscribers are technically getting doubled up. Still, for those are versely described to PlayStation Plus, essentially this is a rotation that should be largely well received. What do you think of the new PlayStation Plus games that are arriving in July 2022? Is this one of the best sense that we've had so far this year? Let me know yourself either down in the comments, reach out to Twitter, moreman12. So, guys. So what's your guys' actual thoughts on this, of the games that you guys are actually looking forward to for this PlayStation update for the games that are actually being released on PlayStation Plus, which is related to the Xbox Game Pass subscription service that PlayStation is trying to compete with Xbox. But it looks like Xbox is kind of the winner basically at the flop because they have their own Game Pass subscription. So PlayStation Plus is kind of like that. It's kind of like Xbox Live Gold in a way. But I hope you guys are looking forward to one of those games on PlayStation Plus. If you guys are PlayStation Plus subscribers or just PlayStation fans actually in general, what are your guys' actual thoughts on this for these free games that are coming to PlayStation Plus? I know you guys probably would be looking forward to probably the Crash Bandicoot games because those have been really successful on PlayStation. Like Crash Bandicoot is like the top guy. He's like the mascot for PlayStation that represents the platform since it became an actual thing before the Nintendo Switch. After Nintendo Switch was like a thing, because Mario kind of represents Nintendo, and then you got the Master Chief and Spyro that kind of represents basically the Xbox side of the mascots kind of stuff. So it's kind of makes sense for Crash Bandicoot to be on the PlayStation Plus subscription service, the one of the newest ones that are coming out. So yeah, but let's get on to our final article of the day, and then we'll discuss about it, and then we'll wrap things up for the Noah Nation podcast. So let me pull up the next one here, and then we'll call it for a podcast for the day. But hope you guys are enjoying this podcast. If you guys are enjoying this podcast, be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell notifications so you guys don't miss any new podcast episodes that do go up here on YouTube, or my videos or live streams right here on YouTube. But we're going to get into our last one here, and then we're going to wrap it up for the day. Let's get on to this last article here. And this comes from MSN and here you go. In the wake of Nintendo's announced plans to shutter the 3DS and the Wii U eShops in 2023, more attention is being paid to video game preservations, while some gamers are content to embrace the current culture of remasters. I had to drink some water there. And remakes on modern hardware. Some see a distinct need to recurrent retro software and hardware. On that note, Sony seems to be taking steps to ensure that legacy PlayStation content still has a place in the gaming space. A new patent suggested that outdated PlayStation peripherals could be made compatible with modern hardware in the near future. A patent filed on June 30th, 2022 by Sony Interactive Entertainment, titled System and Methods for Converting a Legacy Code into a Updated Code, outlines a video game emulation success that Sony may potentially employ in the near future. Full of technical jargon, it is not easy to despair by those not in the know, but though one interesting addition comes in form of a diagram that apparently outlines methods to eliminate software made of use of old PlayStation peripherals like the iToy, the PS Mouse, the PlayStation P Go, something labeled a legacy card reader. It is hard to know exactly what Sony may have in mind, but this does seem to indicate that an official elimination of legacy PlayStation content will one day be so, though, as it include physical memory card support. That sounds so meticulous as to be almost unnecessary, coming from a company that appears to opt for Regio PS3 elimination on PS5. It doesn't seem like priority. Still, memory cards were an important part of the 5th and 6th console generations, aggravating as they were. Some gamers might argue that there is value in return to these old school traditions. And the same diagram also includes that what appears to be PlayStation's Move control, which has a few interesting implications. Literally released in 2010, PlayStation Move was literally intended as a competitor to Microsoft's Kinect, though the controller is also shipped along with Sony's PSVR headsets when they were debuted in 2016. Sony recently reaffirmed its commitment to the PSVR and virtually reality gaming, so though the headset is not represented in the diagram. This could indicate a precedent for some kind of future integration. Beyond that, the appearance of a PS3 era physical along documentation concerning legacy PlayStation emulation should have some fans excited. Sony's intended with the patent isn't suspiciously clear, but does seem to imply the PS3 PlayStation Move games that may be returning in some form. So there you have it, guys. So what's your guys' actual thoughts on this as well? What are you guys actually looking forward to these articles that I did just read to you guys about? Are you guys actually looking forward to the PlayStation 3 games that are coming out in July? Are you guys looking forward to the hardware that PlayStation is kind of working on with the TV, with the monitors for PCs, and then the whole PS3 thing and legacy old PlayStation consoles that could be actually an old school return with actual future hardware, which they could actually, which actually the games could actually run better. So, what's your guys' thoughts on this? Are you guys really excited for these PlayStation updates and moves that Sony is trying to compete with Xbox? Let me know down in the comments. But I think that's going to do it for this podcast here for today. I will have another podcast on Friday for episode 28. We're going to be talking about, for next week, we're going to be talking about the Nintendo Direct showcase that did happen and giving you guys all the recap and stuff. So hopefully we'll get some more information on that. And maybe for the following Friday, I might have a guest on the podcast. I'll have to see. I'm probably going to reach out to someone that would like to be part of the podcast. But hope you guys enjoyed this podcast episode. This podcast will be up. If you guys did miss it live, you guys will be able to rewatch it whenever it does come out, when YouTube actually publishes it. So when it does get published, definitely keep an eye on your notifications when that does go up. But thank you guys so much for watching this podcast today. Know the game right away here, and I will see you guys in the next podcast episode. But also, guys, I will be on Twitch as well before I head out. That's the one thing I didn't want to miss. But I will be live on Twitch at 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. I will be on my Switch, of course. So if you guys do want to come and check me out on Twitch, go to my YouTube bio below, and there should be a link to my Twitch. And then click on that, and it should take you right to my Twitch, because we do live stream on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So definitely go and check out my Twitch. We do a lot of gameplay on there, so definitely go and check it out. But thank you guys so much for watching this podcast. I will see you guys next Friday for the next one. So thank you guys so much for watching. Know the game right away here, and I will see you guys in the next one.